Acting like that's a formula for the success of a long-lasting marriage. Y'all know most of us broke. Bruh. Stop lying. Stop lying to yourself. Stop lying to yourself. Most of us is broke. And by broke, I mean middle class.
Word. Word. Welcome
to the J&O Show.
Where we talk about
things that we were never told them. J.
And I'm O.
And now you know.
If you guys are new to our channel, please make sure that you like, comment, share, and subscribe. Make sure you turn on those post notifications so you can know when we upload, because you never want to miss an episode. Also, if you guys are new here and you have ideas for show topics, go ahead and drop them down below in the comment section and write #NextShow, so that way we can easily filter through and give you more of what you want.
What you want.
All right.
And as always, this is the channel by married people, for married people, and people who want to get married. And if you happen to be single and you don't care nothing about married, and we say something that you can put into your life and make it a little bit better,
yes,
go on, take that nugget, put it in your pocket, take it on home. You know what I'm saying? We'll get it to you for free.
Oh, excuse, watch your step, that's mine.
Yes. Because we're trying to build stronger relationships, to build stronger
families,
to build stronger
communities.
All right. So today we're actually going to be reacting to a video that Loki, one of our subscribers, Kai Mobley, shout out to him, actually brought it up. And interesting enough, we actually had not too long ago watched the video.
I think the same day. Like, we watched it early that day, and then he commented later on that day, was like, yo, y'all should react to this. So that was cool. You know, great minds, we be thanking.
Yeah, we do. We do. Yeah, but we were watching it via Abba and Preach. They reacted to it.
Yes.
But we found the original video. We just pulled it up, and we're going to kind of do a reaction to that. We'll make sure that we link it down below. Actually, 2 videos from back in the day that we're going to react to. We thought would be interesting. So we're going to push play.
Yes, push play.
All right.
What do you look for in a man?
Oh, money, of course. It's very important. As long as he's...
Why she say it like that, though? Word, 1967, bruh?
She said money, of course.
Really? That's what we doing? Bruh. I never liked none of y'all.
As long as he's got money, that's the most important thing there is.
No, it's not. I would love to be able to pull that woman up and see what happened to her life after she said that hot messness. It is not.
Wow.
It is not.
Say it with your chest, little ass.
Acting like that's a formula for the success of a long-lasting marriage. Y'all know most of us broke. Bruh. Stop lying. Stop lying to yourself. Stop lying to yourself. Most of us is broke. And by broke, I mean middle class. Most of us is broke. Because apparently $50,000 a year is broke.
Yes.
Here's the weird thing. Would you believe the majority of people who make over $100,000 a year are still living paycheck to paycheck?
That's crazy.
That's broke. I'll put it out there. Okay, this is a theory. I'm throwing it out there. I just thought of it. Would you consider, y'all could comment on this, would you consider being broke when you don't have the money to have time freedom?
These are things that make you say,
if you can't go and come as you please, are you still broke?
Bruh.
When you don't set your own schedule, are you still broke? Because I for sure say, if you living from paycheck to paycheck and you making $150,000 a year, something wrong. Can I get an amen? Yeah.
We broke, five broke. We ain't got it. Shout out to Kanye.
Ain't got money. I'm sorry, that was I love that skit. Okay, you want to go back in?
Yes.
Bear almost anything as long as he has clean teeth.
Bruh.
I look for kindness and sincerity most of all.
Would it matter to you if a man's ugly?
I think it would. I mean, looks do help. But I think the most thing is kindness and gentleness. I mean, I wouldn't care if he was handsome and he wasn't kind, he wouldn't appeal to me.
I think personality, warmth and affection for children are the main things.
What about his looks? Would you mind if he was very ugly?
Oh no, I don't think so. I don't think looks are very good anyway, because the man is too wrapped up in himself.
Oh, I think firstly, it's a good sense of humour, personality, kindness, liking children. I think things like that.
What about his looks?
Oh, they're not terribly important.
I don't know, really. Physique, interest.
Do you think looks are important?
Sometimes it all depends on the man.
What about money?
Money's not important.
Would you marry an ugly man?
I've married one.
Yo, guys, I've seen that part before, but every time I see it, she was like, I'm married one.
And the way she's smiling about it too, it's like, yeah.
Oh my gosh. Hey, look. I mean, you're attracted to what you're attracted to. I mean, it just sort of is.
What it is.
Just be aware when that attraction could cause you misery. And it's hard because, you know, when most people is getting the age that they're getting together at, they're not thinking about a lot of this stuff.
Yeah.
You're not. You just sort of, I like you. You like me? Let's go on a date. And that's it.
You remember? Circle, yes or no.
You know, like, you know, at those ages, like a lot of this stuff, like, I mean, but you guys have access to a lot of the things that we didn't. So hopefully a lot of the younger people before they get married are using the fact that they have access to all of this information to make better decisions. Yes. And they're not just, you know, being fortunate.
Bruh.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because I lucked out a lot. I'm keeping a buck. A lot of the things that help you to make a great decision for a wife or even for a boyfriend or girlfriend, I lucked out in. Like the vetting and all of that other stuff. I was doing it without realizing what I was doing. So I was very fortunate. Yeah. I just was sort of.
We both were. But it's because we grew up. We had a good head on our shoulders, and we had people around us, family and friends. And then also because we talked about we had a nucleus.
Yes, we had a community. What did they call it on oh my goodness.
What?
On the TV show that we was watching, well, the Yo Show, that I'll be like, we watching that again? That one.
Oh, Vortex.
Yes, yeah. That's what it was called, the Vortex.
The Vortex.
So we had a sort of kind of, because everybody didn't date everybody, but it was just like a group of friends that you hang around, and basically I do almost everything together and date even within it. Yeah. We had sort of kind of a Vortex because we tended to date people because we were in church. So most of the people that we dated were in church. So there was a community there that was established, and everybody was accountable to somebody, usually our parents. Right. So you couldn't wild out too much. That's one thing about churches being gone that is a big problem. We ain't got no accountability because nobody has oversight. Nope. And having somebody to be accountable to will save you from doing a lot of stupid stuff. Yep. For sure. All right. So we're going to move on to the next video? Yes. Okay, the next video is called Who's the Boss of Your House?
Bruh. Thought this should be interesting. It also looks like it's back in it looks like it's from back in 1961.
Yes, so that ought to be interesting, especially for today, because you know everybody is a boss, because you could be a boss too, you know, apparently. Y'all know ain't that many. First of all, most businesses fail. Yep. The vast majority of businesses fail. Yep. Just because you selling something on the side don't mean you got no business. I sell biscuits on the weekend. That ain't no business unless you got a storefront or something. You better be making some real money in there. How about this? When you can leave your regular job for your side job, now you got a business. Yeah. How about that?
True. Facts.
Everybody got a business. Everybody hustling. Everybody trying to diversify their funds. I want to have 7 streams of income.
Well, you should.
Bruh. Negroes get on my nerves. I know that ain't most of us.
You know you should.
You know that ain't most of us.
Bruh.
I know that you should, but you know that ain't most of us. Sitting up here acting like everybody's a boss. Ain't no stinking boss.
Bruh.
Bossing your kids. Half y'all can't even boss them around. They up there telling you off.
Bruh.
And now let's get back to earth again. In the recent census, Australians were required to put down who was head of the house. We thought we might get a few smart and funny answers from people passing on the street on who was actually head of their house. So let's find out right now.
You're right, you said.
Excuse me. See, thank you very much. Oh, are you married? Yes. Ah, in the recent census form, you had to make an entry there on who was the head of the house. Who's the head of your house?
Yo. Why he just grabbed her?
He's like, come on over here for this interview, woman. Don't you? trying to interview you.
My father.
Oh. You have a husband?
Yes.
Oh, neither of you is the head of the house?
No.
Oh, you live with your parents, do you?
Yes.
I see. Who's the head of your house?
I am.
Oh, are you married?
Yes.
You have a husband?
Yes.
Oh, would he say the same thing?
Yes.
Oh, you weren't quite certain of that last yes, I noticed.
Yes.
In the census paper, whose name did you put down when it required you to answer who was head of the house?
Mine.
Oh, he was happy with that?
Yeah.
I see. Who is the head of your house?
Well, I think I am.
Bruh.
I have just recently had another baby son, so I've been doing chief cook and bottle wash around the house, so I would say that I am.
Yes, possibly you're confusing the issue a little. You work harder than anybody else in the house at the moment, perhaps. That makes you the head of the house.
That is true, just at this moment, but I wouldn't say I work hard like that all the time, though. I think my wife does her share.
And who makes the big decisions?
Oh, I think she does.
Bruh.
There we go.
Interesting.
It's very, okay, first, so you were right.
What?
We were talking before, she said, I think it's from Australia. They did say in Australia there was a census.
Oh, okay.
So I think they're in Australia, which explains why the accent sounds like it does. So there's going to be a stark difference in 1961 between the United States and Australia. For sure.
Yes.
And there's no internet.
Yes.
So the connectivity that we have now, the similarities that we have now, because a lot of us are partaking in a lot of the same type of culture was not there. So I don't know how accurate this is for America or not, but it's very interesting to hear what they're saying back in 1961 about who's the boss of the house, because that's something that was very common when I was coming up. The woman is the boss of the house. Most of the guys are like, look, man, she do what she do at the house. I go to work. That's it. I ain't got nothing to do with all that. I found that very interesting that's been going on forever, apparently. So what do you think of it?
I think that's pretty accurate. I mean, boss of the house and head of household, I think, are two different things, though. I think that's two different things.
Okay.
Because, like, for example, when he asked the other lady, he said, who did you put down as head of the household? She put herself, and when he asked who's the boss of the house, she also put herself. But I think usually head of household, head of household usually is talking about the person who generates the most income, if I'm not mistaken, or usually who is the most, for tax purposes is what I'm thinking. Usually that's usually who the head of the household is. And 9 out of 10 times it's usually the male that usually would be put down as the head of the household for that purpose. But when you say boss of a house, because typically women are the one who basically run, like, that's their job, their domain, they run basically the day-to-day operations of the home. So it makes sense that the woman would be called the head of the boss of the house. Who's the boss of the house? And she would be the boss of the house in that sense. Yeah, so I don't know, I think that was pretty on par.
So what do you think of the idea that the man should be the head of the household in the sense of making the big decisions, what I say goes type of thing? And like I'm not talking about from the perspective of what the man say goes. It don't matter what you think, woman, because you a woman. Not there. But what do you think of the setup of having the guy be the one that sort of has the final say, takes all of the information, figures it out?
Well, you already know what I'm gonna say, because I'm old school. But you guys ain't know that by now. If you're new to the channel, hi, I'm old school. Basically, so yeah, no, I wholeheartedly believe that there's a hierarchy. I feel as though the husband is the head of the household when it comes to that regard, as far as like making the big decisions and everything like that. I think he has the final say, because I believe that everything should be done in order according to the Bible. So I do believe that, like you said, I don't think that means that the woman, her opinion and her say doesn't bear any weight. But that's why it's so important that you choose the right mate. Because if you don't choose the right mate, then, hey, that rhyme. If you don't choose the right mate, then you have issues, because then it's more of that archaic type of mindset where it's just like, okay, well, I'm the man of the house and we're going to do what I say, woman, and I don't give a damn about what you think. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of one of those type of situations if you marry the wrong person. But if you marry the right person, or at least somebody who's halfway decent and level-headed, I think that if they respect you, they're going to listen to what you have to say, because obviously, you have an opinion for a reason, so yeah. So
I think that was a great take. I want to end on that take. I will say this. I think I want to do a video at some point about the importance of finding a woman who has a head on her shoulders, so that you can gain perspective while making decisions, and why that's important to a relationship. And I also want to do a video maybe it'll all be one video about why men demand respect in their house and how that translates to everything else that happens in the house when they have the respect of their woman. I think I want to do those two things because they've been sort of jumping around in my mind with some of the things we've been seeing. For y'all that don't know, we on the last season of Ozark.
Yes.
And
Good
Jonah.
Show. Yeah.
Oh, that's because
What?
is that
What?
It's a Netflix show, y'all.
Bruh.
Yeah, he don't say too much just in case people haven't seen it or if they watching it. We don't want to ruin anything.
he was my dude. That was my ace.
Yeah, in
season 1 and 2, I was like, yeah, Jonah won, boy. Yeah. Lost it.
Bruh.
Lost it. He not there no more.
He started tripping.
He started tripping out, and now just sitting up there, I was like, if my son ever, it would be like I would Hadouken him so hard. But I'm gonna end the video. You can do your last minute spiel as we pass the offering plate. Go ahead, say what you got.
Don't forget to subscribe, hit that like button, turn on those post notification bells.
Yes.
All right, and make sure that you guys let us know what you think down below about who's the head of household and who's the boss of the house. Do you think there's a difference between the two? What do you think? Don't forget, if you have ideas for show topics, go ahead and drop them down below. And don't forget, put that hashtag next show. All right, but that's gonna be it.
Yes.
All right, until next time.
Peace, y'all.
Press the off button.